What is going on, Trader Studio? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of how I was able to bring in $6,000 just trading in 2 weeks, and kind of give you a breakdown of my strategy, what I'm doing. And then I've also been reading this book that I think all of you should read. It's called The Best Loser Wins by Tom Hogard. It's a book on trading, obviously, and it's really big on your mental and your psychology. It's not really like a technical analysis book. He's got some strategies in there, but it's mostly about your psychology. So I'm going to give you guys a breakdown. This is trading 5 evaluation accounts. So this isn't funded. If this is your first time here, I have been funded many times, currently funded. I've gotten payouts before many times. So it's not to like toot my own horn or anything, but it's just to kind of give you guys an idea of my trading experience. And this is just a little challenge that I'm doing. I wanted to bring these 5 evaluation accounts, copy trade them, and then make a little challenge out of it, bring it to YouTube. So one, you guys can track my journey. Two, a little motivation for you guys to know that you can also do this if you're brand new. I know that probably if you've never been funded, probably seems like it's super hard, but you will get there. Just don't give up, and you'll get there. And then 3, being a little bit selfish, this is more of a journal for me. So this helps me. It helps my trades. It helps me continue to take good trades because I'm posting it online. I'm making it live for you guys. So let's get right into the video. And as always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Alrighty, guys, jumping right into it. Let's go to, I want to show you my performance stats first. So first off, we are looking at 5 accounts. As you can see here, like I mentioned, I'm trading. This one is my leader, and then I've got 5 accounts that I am following with. So let's go to my performance stats. As you can see, this is going to be in 2 weeks. This is my total P&L on one account, 1,200. And then if you do, like I mentioned, 6,000 at the start of the video, if you do 1,200, 68 times 5, it's just a little bit over $6,000. So one thing too, before I get into it, I know this is combine accounts. Whenever you're trading, it's so easy to get these combine accounts and get it, blow it, because it's a combine, it's $50 or whatever prop firm you use. And psychologically, you're just thinking, it doesn't matter if I lose. But it's very important to treat these as if they are real accounts. So whenever you have a winning trade, like right here, for example, my total P&L is 1,200. In my brain, I made 1,200. Like I'm actually making that. So that's the psychology I have, which is helping me continue to do this. So let's take a look at my stats. We've got 1,268. My trade win percentage is 70%. You can see my profit factor, my best day in one day. This is day percentage. I didn't have any trades today because it's Saturday. You can see my average win and loss. I need to work on getting my average win a little higher and obviously my loss lower. Here's my chart. You can see it just moving up slowly but steady. Obviously, my most active day, most profitable day. You can see here these lots. It's going to really show a lot, and I'll get into why it shows that much. I'm not taking this many trades, and then same for this too. I'm not taking that many trades, just one. It's and I'll get into it. It's just because I'm trading a lot of contracts, and like I said, I'll get into it. Average trade duration, how long I stay in a trade. Here's my best trade, my worst trade. Here's my P&L chart, my daily P&L, my win rate, how long I'm in a trade. And then really this is what I wanted to show you guys, my days. So first day started, this is really in 2 weeks. So first day started and then really had a good day here, didn't trade, didn't see a setup, so I didn't take the trade. And then as you can see, so on and so forth, had a loss here and then came back strong. Didn't let this affect me. I really want to talk about this day too in a little bit. And then you can see all my trades here. As you can see, you'll see some red, you'll see some green. But yeah, let's get right into it. Gonna give you guys it's a very basic strategy, and then like I said at the start, it's very much psychology that helped me this week. So let's get right into it. This right here is going to be NASDAQ, NQ. It's mostly what I trade. I trade NASDAQ or NQ. Sometimes I'll trade ES, but I've really been sticking to really NQ the most. So right here, my time, this is right before the NYSE open. I am looking at this. This is what I see right before the market opens. I'm marking off my support and resistance zones. That's what I'm looking at first. So right here, I see this resistance. I'm marking that off. I see that we're kind of following this trend right here. So I'm marking this trend line off as well. I really like to do the wicks personally. I know some people will do kind of the body of the candle. I like to do the wicks. So if I've got that marked off, and then I'm going to be marking off my support and resistance. I see this was once resistance, then became support now, and then down here as well. I'm going to mark that off. So right here, the indicator that I'm using is this right here. These are pivot points. This is just really giving me an idea of where the market is going. The market is a magnet to these. I feel like it's just support and resistance zones. I use these for my TPs, not necessarily my stop loss. But let's get into the idea of what I'm looking for example, on this particular day. So NQ right before NYSE open, if price breaks this resistance and this trend line, I'm going to be looking to take buys, and then I'm going to have a stop loss just below this trend line and this resistance. I'm looking to take buys up into this pivot point right here. And then shorts, if I see that the market shorts, I'm going to have my entry right here, right below these previous lows. And then I'm going to look to target this pivot point down here. So let's get into it and see what happened on this day. Obviously, you saw at the start, it did play for shorts. So right here, I took this trade. I'm in this trade. So I have been entering with my micro contracts, MNQ. This is pretty much what I learned from the book, kind of a little psychology tip that I've learned in there. A lot of us, when we trade, and it's human nature, so I know you do it, when we are in a trade and we enter it and we're in a winning trade, we become very fearful when we are in a winning trade. And what I mean by that is when we're winning, we think, I need to close my trade right now because I'm up, I have my profits, I need to close it now so I can secure them. And then you close it, you take your profits, you're not in the trade anymore, and then the market continues to go in your favor, and then you're feeling that FOMO. And then the opposite, when you're in a losing trade, you're in drawdown, you'll either add another position, you'll be very hopeful. Man, I hope price gets back to break even so then I can get out of this trade. So we're not here to really break even. What I've learned, and he says it all the time in the book, we're not here to break even. We're here to make money. So really rewire your brain to be hopeful when you're in a positive position. When the markets are moving in your favor, be hopeful that it's going to continue to move in your favor. And then same, when you're in drawdown, be fearful that you're going to lose more. So it's really tough, but I've really focused on doing that with these accounts. So let's continue. This was 8:30 a.m. candle. Obviously, the New York Stock Exchange opened, and then it's going to continue to short. I'm still in this trade. Now, I've been entering with anywhere from 5 to 10 micro contracts. And the reason why I do that is because, one, it's not a mini. I really don't believe that you can trade these 50K accounts with one or two. They allow you to trade 5 minis. I just think that's super over leveraged. If you're on a live account, like for example, I have a live account on Tradevate, to be able to trade one mini NQ contract, you need to have at least 25K margin available. So they allow you to trade with 5 on a 50K account, and you still have those drawdown limits. So it's just not something that I would recommend. So I've been trading anywhere from 5 to 10 micro contracts. So I'm entering here. And then now once price, I've really been working on being hopeful once price is going in my direction. And it helps me to once price hits this support, for example, I'm closing one micro contract, but I'm still holding on to 9. And then once price, let's continue. If it continues more in my favor, it hits my pivot point. If you've watched our previous videos, you would know that I'm closing my full position right here. No questions asked. I'm getting out. I'm done. But let's continue to see what happens. Once I'm out of that trade, exactly what I said, I want to take my profits because I'm scared I'm going to give away my profits. And then boom, I'm feeling that FOMO. So what I've been doing to rewire my brain is I've got my 5 to 10 micro contracts. My first pivot hits, I'm taking 1 or 2, and then I'm going break even. So I'm still holding 1 or 2 micro contracts, and those contracts are adding up. The profits are growing because I'm still holding all of this. I'm holding it for the rest of the day. That's kind of my idea. Now, I know right here we're at 10 a.m., but if we continue, you'll see that the market just continues to drop all day. Whereas if I close at this very first pivot, I'm feeling FOMO. You cannot tell me that I would be happy with this profit right here. When I see this, you're going to feel FOMO. It's just human nature. You're going to feel it. So that's just an idea of the strategy of kind of what I've been doing. Now, if I go back one more day, same exact thing. I marked off my support and resistance. We had that break. And then I just kind of rode this trend down until I closed for my full positions. As you can see, I'm still working on it, on holding more. Now, of course, I didn't hold this the whole way. I think I had a runner down here, and then I ended up closing one micro contract. So it's not like I'm holding this the whole way, but it's just an idea of the strategy that I've been using, and that's really about it. This is on Thursday. If we go back to Wednesday, you can see it here. Let's go to Wednesday at 8:30. You can see it right here. Give me a second, right here. So on Wednesday, if I was looking at this, 8:25 a.m. It's really close to a pivot, but I would be marking off my trend line. Here we've got this resistance, support right there. Once either of these breaks, then I'm going to be holding right here. I remember actually I took this buy, I believe, if I was to check my stats, I took this buy, ended up taking a loss. Then I entered this short. And then as you can see, it went to my first pivot. But that's pretty much the strategy in a nutshell. Really, the main purpose of this video is to kind of teach you everything that I learned so far from the book. Best Loser Wins. Definitely check it out. It's mainly on your psychology. That's what trading is all about, in my opinion. So give it a read. It's really good. Like I said, when you're in a trade, be hopeful. When you're in the right side of the markets, be hopeful. Add to positions. Don't close your trade. Add to positions. Hold that trade, because you're going to feel FOMO if you close it. And then when you're in a losing position, be fearful that it's going to continue the opposite. Don't add to a losing trade. Don't get out, or excuse me, don't hold thinking that it's going to go back to break even. And then once it gets to break even, you're out of that trade. And then it just continues even more in your favor. So check it out, check the book out, and then that's just kind of my first 2 weeks. I'm gonna make another video. We'll give you guys an update once I'm funded, and then go for a payout. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching another Trader Studio video. We are going to be opening up our Discord at 1,000 subscribers, so make sure to hit that subscriber button. And as always, we'll see you in the next video.